He told me before. I forgot. I promise you. Just listen. I might expound tomorrow, but right now I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you what God did told me. You know what I'm saying? And this right here, I was told before. Remember I told you there's always different people. They just I don't know where they come from. And they always now they talk loud and da da da. But so there's always some weirdo. All right, so you're like, what are you talking about? Uh, it's not communist Germany, communist this and that China. It's fucking England. You're like, what? Yes, it is fucking. They want it. They want it back. You're like, really? That was hundreds of years ago. Da da da. How old is it? 200. And some had told me that, and it actually was kind of chilling. I mean, I don't know, whatever. Not chilling, like it really was. Well, a guy told me years ago, right? And it actually was kind of, I don't know what it was. Disturbing. Like really, that's what he's like when you maybe find out somebody's betraying you thought was your friend, and and you really it was like that. I promise you, right? And it's like, and I even figured. I think on my own, I figured out. Think about it. We've seen movies, even American movies and redneck movies where they pass down hatred. Not just it's not hatred. Just that's what I'm saying. We don't do that. That's what I'm. That's why they brainwash hatred. No. When you're passing down, say you're a dude right now, and you want to get avenge my death. That you pass it down, or whatever. You want to. Your dad died in 1995. Now you're a father. And you still mad, and your dad said avenge me, no matter what. And maybe you just can't do it, but you tell the story to your son or your sons, and you tell them don't tell nobody, and only tell your children, and make sure and that, and you raise them like that from the day they was born. You telling them this shit. They're like 2 days old. You're already telling them the story, right? Whatever you don't, and your girl is with you. She your girl. So generation, and then like we all, everybody know about how England, all these hundred, inbreeding. That's why they fucked all that. Seriously, Prince Charles, all of hundreds of years inbreeding to keep the secrets and keep it in the family. You know, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Communist, China. We thought it was this whole thing, and then like what they doing it over there. It just looked like that. That's the misdirection. Now I know why they was getting upset. So upset with about me talking about Puffy is a misdirection. I really couldn't figure. Cause remember I told you I couldn't even. First of all, I couldn't figure out why. I couldn't figure out why it's supposed to be. What is this supposed to do? But it's just I don't know. I still don't know exactly why. But what it has to do with that England, all that. Well, I'm telling you, you're like, yes, be nonsense. Nope, nope. All right, so the reason, and I don't even remember what exact year it was, but I could look up and find out what year it was, because this was before I knew what gang stalking was. And that's what I'm saying. That's when y'all had left me, alone, ostracized me. This is like old. I mean, I know it was the old, and I tell you why. Because South Park did an episode a couple of weeks later. And now y'all see nowadays that these higher up people, Hollywood, the president, yeah, you see that. I show you. They mock me immediately. But this is what I'm saying. I didn't say nothing to nobody about this. Because I didn't have nobody to say anything to. You know, there's now I'm out here, they running, this nigga running through with his truck and all that shit. I do, all this shit. So you know, they still up, they upset. That's what their noise campaign. So I really did. So these niggas, and that's why you remember I kept calling them house niggas. This means they really are house niggas, because England is the one started slavery, right? The whole thing. You can say, well, when George Washington, and that's that's what they broke away from England. That's what they're mad. They want this whole land back, because technically it was there. But they try to. It's like somebody took some from you, and you're too weak to get it back yourself. So you try to use and then the person himself does something which you think is bad. So in that opinion, that thing is like, oh, say you cheat on your girl or something. So you try to bust him out. Oh, you cheated. She don't belong to you, or da da da, or whatever. You don't deserve your house. This and that. So England, yeah, all the native, give it back to the Native American. No, they're not gonna get. I told you, I just couldn't figure it out. They're not gonna give it back to the Native American. None of that shit. They want to take it back for themselves. This a whole. I promise you, this is the whole thing, and that's how you know it's over with. Cause I know. Well, I'm telling you, this ain't about being part of the what did y'all say? Part of the club. That's why they sold. That's why they all today, all that hair, all of that. They know it's unraveled. Whatever it is, maybe they put some kind of spell on. It's over. They know it's fucking over. They know everything is over. They know God said it's over, right? In England, God said in England, you're not getting it back. We're not a monarchy. Whatever your king did, whoever lost America hundreds of years ago, he fucked up for good. Look at the Bible. There's kings that fucked up, and you fucked up. Because I was just thinking like, but then we're not a monarchy, and nobody talks about that no more. All we talk about is democracy, and we're not even a democracy. That's why they made of a constitutional republic. Not even a monarchy or not even a democracy, because they knew democracy, like I said, Aristotle said that thousands of years ago, democracies are bad. Not like Greek and Greece. No, democracies, they knew better than make a democracy either. England, they want this shit back. It's like, nope, you're not. These niggas, and like I said, so that also proves that they can't whatever it was. I don't know. They intercepted some message to know, because I think it was or whatever, to know what because I didn't say anything. I didn't have nobody to talk to at that point. So let me see what year it was. The South Park episode with the England coming back to take and then because I always followed behind the scenes since a long time ago, the '80s. I remember seeing Indiana Jones Part Two behind the scenes, and I think I had seen the movie already. Yeah, I went to the movie. They took me to we went to the movie theater. But I'm just saying, I know South Park only take like a week to make. That's why there's the crew draw. It's not drawings, because like they said, when they beef with Family Guy and the Simpsons, they take 6 months to answer. South Park is like right. If something happening in the news right now, South Park only take 2 weeks. The Simpsons or the goddamn Family Guy got to wait till next season to make a joke, because it takes 6 months to make each episode, because they draw it the old-fashioned way. So and I knew it then. I'm like, wait a minute, but I just I couldn't believe it. That I'm like, there's no way these people know who I am, especially read my mind, because I didn't say that. I didn't have nobody to talk to. But next thing you know, that episode, England's coming back. They want America back. So it's not a joke. I'm still typing. Is that new? Yeah. Harry, Meghan Mark. No, no. This episode, This episode was way, back in the day. Meghan Markle, all of them, and Harry, they still was like probably in their 20s or whatever, or if that old. I know I wasn't gonna be able to find it, but yeah, I might find it later. But point is, after I had thought that it is an episode, the England, is coming back trying to take it and recolonize America, South Park. But I heard that, and it just felt okay. So let me show you what really made me think of that right now. This video right here, of course, is going to do all this.
History in a nutshell. This is how feudalistic politics worked. This is, and are willfully doing it.
9 hours ago.
To put up.
Okay, and I figured I think this is an old interview with Ben Carson, probably from 2019 or whatever. That don't even matter, because that's when I clicked on it. Because remember I came out here about 20 minutes ago. That's what I'm talking about. They're putting all this shit and they're having all these people, so they're panicking, right? And it's like, this is an old episode. I mean, an old interview, probably from like 2019 or something, 2018, and this is more YouTube than not. Yeah, then they did all this WinRed, and see now they put ads for Republicans, whatever. It's like they're panicking because they're trying to use their witchcraft and that's what I'm saying. It is not working.
Tenant of a particular religion.
And so what I did was fast.
Person in their earpiece.
And now this dude.
It means they had been brought up with a legitimate point. A tenant of a particular religion.
And like I said, if you want to watch it, you can, you see the name of it, 9 hours ago. Just look it up. But okay, what happened was I'm listening to him. He starts talking.
These people know that they are spewing misinformation. This woman knew from her body language, from the constant blinking and the way she was moving her mouth. When people do this, it doesn't just mean they're flustered. It means they had been brought up with a legitimate point. And more often than not, you have a person in their earpiece, usually a producer, trying to give a little extra orders to pivot, dismiss this. You've got to do something about this. That means these journalists know that they are lying to you and are willfully doing it. And ultimately, this goes back into this dynamic that I will continue to harp on until it changes. We have a ruling class and a dominant class.
Exactly. These people right here, this guy, whatever. We have that is not, he's not a Republican. He's not at heart. He's not an American. He's a citizen. What I'm saying is, no, he's a Democrat. We have a ruling. It's like fucking Bill Gates. That's what I was saying. That's what made me think about it. I was in there, my grease, not grease, my avocado oil is warming up. I turned it down while I'm out here talking. But, and I was like, they're still, and I see this now. They're going backwards. They're going back to the, this is a ruling. There's nothing we can do. Exactly. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. They're trying everything. They're going backwards. You see all these cars keep running by. They're mad. There's nothing they can do. They done sold out. And now he's going back. Well, there's a ruling. Nothing will change until it changes. There's a ruling class. No, bro, there's no rule. Think about it. A nerd. So what you're saying, there's always going to be a ruling class. So you're telling us 200 or 300 years ago, fucking Bill Gates will have the power that he has right now? So no, all of that shit, the founding fathers, they destroyed all. That's why they left England. There's no more kings. There's no more ruling class. A fucking, it's like they didn't even think about that. They didn't think about what I'm talking about right now. Bill Gates, Klaus Schwab, all of these fucking physical nerds would not be in power if there was a such thing in this day and age The ruling class is over. You yourself, you want to be ruled. Remember how I kept saying, go find you a dominatrix, one of them chicks, even on a PG movie, seriously, comedy, she got the leather on and the whip. Cause remember back then it was supposed, a rich dude they were trying to set up, and yeah, so they can, whatever. It's a comedy. It might even be PG. It is, she got on leather. Go find if you like being dominated. Go do that, nigga. We getting tired of y'all. Oh, this is a ruling class. We can. How in the fuck is Bill Gates in charge? I got all billions of dollars. If there's a ruling class, he's a fucking nerd. There's no way. I don't care. He's smart. No, 200. He would have been. He would have been some little Igor. His name would have been Igor, and he would have. Yes, master. There's no. I don't give a fuck. So no, there's no ruling class. That's what God did. Then, as I was sitting there saying that, watching this video, because I'm getting tired of this. Oh, it's a ruling class. We can't do nothing about, this, and CNN and this black chick. She's a Democrat, and he's trying to act like he likes Dr. Ben Carson. He's like, oh well, yeah, Dr. Ben. I'm on his side. And he's smart, and he is obviously. And obviously, he's the first human being, period, that to do what he did. And it's a movie. I think was it Mos Def played him or whatever, but either way, there's something called Hands. Just look it up. They made a movie about him. But you see how they do him now, black folks. They was happy, he's the first human, period, to do open heart, whatever, but not just black man. And so they was proud of. They had it, but until he turned out to be smart and sane and really smart. Because remember, they tried to call him stupid, and that's what this chick is trying to do. She's trying to act like he's stupid. And this man actually is the first human out of all doctors and surgeons to successfully. Now they do it all the time. But you got these black women trying to make him look and feel stupid. And he's from the projects or something like that. But that ain't even it. That wasn't even what I was thinking. It's just this dude, the YouTuber, is like, oh yeah, well, it's and this is not, his video was only 9 hours long, so they got to him, come to make him, he's trying to push this ruling class. Everybody forgot about it. They want people to just either not vote, I'm not gonna vote. It's nothing will change. That's what they're trying to, and I'm not even mad. Like, stop it. It's just annoying. All these punk ass niggas talking about there's a ruling class, and fucking Bill Gates is one of the richest men. When in history would a fucking nerd, besides nowadays, be in charge? You would have to be like King. So Bill Gates would have been 400 years ago. Bill Gates would have been King Arthur, a fucking nerd, and you ain't have to be Conan. Back then, they wasn't built like that, but you had to be brave just on the inside. Bill Gates, no, he would not have the power he has right now. So there is no ruling class. That right there destroys your argument, everything you just said. And it has nothing to do with racism. It has to do with this nigga Bill Gates is not, he's a fucking nerd. He is not man. McFly, he's a nerd. Hello, McFly. You're like, how you got Bill Gates? Look, none of these fucking nerds will be in charge 3, 4, whatever, years, decades, centuries ago. And that's the end of it. So stop trying to sell this lie. Oh, it's a ruling class and there's nothing we can do about it.
Class. The ruling class serves the dominant class, but make sure that the dominant class doesn't ever become the ruling class. That is ultimately world history in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's what really did it. When I got to that, he said it's ultimately world history. That's where I get that from. Ultimately world history. Really? Fucking nerds is ultimate. The pyramids, the Ramses, all of them were fucking, there were nerds in Egypt. There were nerds because it's physicality. It's your intestinal foot, a nerd. He so there, the pyramids would have been made. And you're like, well, you said a nerd would have made people work for him. No, I said motherfuckers a lame ass nigga, but not a nerd. They're a big nerd, they're a big lame ass. There's big football player, basketballers who made it to the NBA. They lame as fuck. That's why they couldn't get no. We been said that they couldn't get no pussy until they got in the NBA, even though they was on the basketball team in high school. So yeah, they're big physically, all that. But someone like Bill Gates, no, he would not be. There's no ruling class like that. Not no more. So all you just chill with all this. Oh, it'll never always be the ruling class. The ruling class. No, there's no fucking ruling class in America. Not no fucking nerd like Bill and Mark Zuckerberg. Fucking nerds. Mark Zuckerberg would have been. He would have had the power he has 200 years ago. Mark fucking Zuckerberg, that nerd. No, ain't no way in hell. There's no ruling class. Without America, Mark Zuckerberg would not have, he would just be some fucking nerd if this was 300 years ago. Some lame ass getting pushed around. Yeah, I know you didn't think of that. That's what I'm telling you. Cut it the fuck out.